Welcome, this is Mike Hamilton for Trade Easy Way, and you're looking at the weekly chart on the left, daily on the right for the Dow. Not much data tomorrow. We've got UK services data at 9:30, weekly US jobs 1:30, and then not much else. Europe is on holiday tomorrow, so not expecting too much from the euro. So you can see on this daily chart we're right into this fib area and right onto this 50 EMA as we get close to non-farm payroll on Friday. So if we close under here on Thursday, then potential is that this could drift lower. This is the first time we've been in contact with 50 EMA since the 1st of March, so that's pretty bullish. So on the face of it, we may see a dip into this area here, maybe the 500 mark, and then potentially I might swing it up for the data, assuming the market likes the data. If you look at the weekly on the left, we had a shaky week a couple of weeks ago. It was fairly flat, and we engulfed the bar last week, and we're right down to the weekly lows this week, right down to the weekly pivot. So, and that's pretty typical with a big piece of data that's coming out like non-farm payroll. I would expect this time of year, it's sell in May and go away. So if there's a lot of profit taking going on out there, then we could see some further downside if there are not enough buyers to prop this market up. So on the face of it, let's just see where we go. But keep shorting. I mean, we've had a decent move down from a high of 18,160 now till 17,650. I would keep shorting any push into something like 700, 800 area. Keep shorting until it stops working. We have got a 50 and a 20 EMA crossover here, but the basic chart pattern, the prevailing chart pattern, is of a market that is struggling. We're even just narrowly below where we are at the moment. We're just narrowly below this trend line here on the weekly. Okay, so let's look at the euro. Euro is pretty flat. We had this big sell from 616 to a lower today of 460. I tried shorting it to see if we could break down here. Got a couple of moves out of it and nothing much else. So you can see on this weekly chart here, we're right on the edge. So we could come down here around about the 400, 450 mark, hold and get back into this resistance level up here at 117. On the face of it, this looks like a nice reversal bar, so I would still short into this reversal bar until at the 550, 600 mark. That's where I would like to try and get short again. Switching to the pound pairs now, I'm swinging along this pound New Zealand. I'm just buying dips during the day, and what I might end up doing is hedging it. If we get up to this resistance area up here, I might start hedging that. I'm going to be covering that in my new course that's coming out, which I promised you dates and I haven't sorted that out, so I will do that now. Let's look at the conventional pound pairs. Let's look at the pound US. So we're seeing a lot of dollar strength. Again, I will keep shorting the highs. If we get some good data and that pushes us into 600, I would look to get short at 600 to see if we can come down and test this 50 EMA down here on the support level. Okay, so I am still shorting into this reversal bar as well. In fact, I'm going to give myself a reminder, and that's the weekly open, this week's open there at 570. So I would look to short at 570 again if I see that. Pound yen is trying to hold up. So if we start breaking highs, if we start breaking 620 on the back of some good services data, then this could give this some more life and support a bigger move up. Right. Otherwise, just a quick look across the market. There's the DAX just not holding up at all. We have a decent support level down here at 98. We're just narrowly closed above it. Oil. So we'll concentrate on the Dow, seeing as the Europe is on holiday tomorrow. Oil just holding up. I would still look for a further retrace to around about the 41-42 mark. Got invents, must have had invents today, mustn't we? I'll look at that in a minute. Gold, dollar is just too strong. This is coming off, or at least you can see it's coming off the 50% here. So if we get a good number on the non-farm payroll, I'd expect this to continue lower. Anyway, for me, I would just, if I was to trade it, which I'm not at the moment, I would short up there around at the 12.85 area. Excuse me. And what else can we look at? Let's have a quick look. So I'm flitting around from different market to different market. There's the Nasdaq sitting on the 50%. So the Nasdaq is ahead of the Dow. The Dow's been sitting up, whereas this Nasdaq has been dropping. So this is an interesting area. You can see this 43 area is a very, very interesting area. We are low. We have a cluster of moving averages, and if we get any pullback into this cluster of moving averages, that could see the next leg down. Okay, so I'm looking for greater strength in the dollar, and that's shown in this US dollar CAD. Two huge bars up here off of this key pivot area. So it just nicked underneath the 125 area, and here we are at 129 already. So any pullback to something like 128, a little bit lower, might see us getting to 130. Okay, I hope that helps, and see you in the room.